Welcome to the deep dive. We're here to really get into the source material that helps you make smarter choices. Getting a job offer, it's fantastic, right? A real boost. But it's also a moment where you really need to pause and think. It's not just about getting the offer, it's about evaluating it properly, maybe negotiating, making sure it's genuinely the right step for you.
Exactly. And our sources really highlight this is that a job offer is so much more than just the salary.
Mhm.
There's this great framework called the 10 P's of job selection. It's quite comprehensive. So our mission today is really to give you the tools, the insights to navigate this, to find not just any job, but the right job.
Okay, so that offer email lands. Beyond that initial buzz, where do you start? How do you break it down? This 10 PS thing sounds like a good starting point, like a personal checklist.
Precisely. Like a scorecard, tailored to your priorities. It helps you weigh up every single aspect. And what's interesting is how some of these P's that get overlooked can really impact your happiness long term.
Like what? Which ones tend to slip through the cracks?
We'll take purpose. We often look at the company mission, sure. But what about your role specifically? What problem are you solving day to day? Does it feel like you're adding value? To who? We've seen research showing that even seemingly mundane tasks feel better when tied to a clear purpose.
That makes sense. It's not just ticking boxes.
Right. And then there's people. This is huge. Who are you actually going to be working with? What's the team like? What about the manager? We all know how much difference that makes, right? Good colleagues, a supportive boss that can make work enjoyable. Bad dynamics? It's just a grind.
Totally. And what about the physical side of things?
That brings us to place. So is it in an office? Where? What's the commute? Is it remote? Hybrid? And even the company size matters. Are you looking for a big international firm or maybe a smaller local setup? All part of place.
Okay, so purpose, people, place. That gives a much rounder picture already. What else is in this 10 P's list?
Well, obviously pay is crucial. And that's not just the base salary. You need to look at the whole package. Think bonuses, any stock options, retirement plans.
Yeah.
How does it all fit your financial picture? And also, potential. Where can this role lead? Are there real growth opportunities? Does it align with where you want your career to go?
Got it. So using these P's helps you evaluate the offer objectively against what you actually want.
Exactly. It forces you to think beyond the immediate excitement.
Okay, so let's say you've evaluated using the P's and maybe the offer isn't quite hitting the mark. Negotiation comes next. This feels like the really tricky part for a lot of people. And there's that statistic, right, that men are more likely to negotiate than women.
Yes, that's often cited. About two-thirds of men versus maybe one-third of women, which means potential value is left behind.
Hmm.
And this really ties into the need to, well, know your worth. You have to be aware of what the market rate is for your skills and experience.
So how do you figure that out reliably?
Research is key. Use websites like Glassdoor, PayScale. Talk to people in similar roles, importantly. Talk to both men and women to get a broader sense and maybe spot those pay gaps. Someone like Ramit Sethi really emphasizes having a specific number in mind based on that research. Don't go in vague. And look at the whole picture again. Assign a value to everything, insurance, pension, holidays, even factor in your commute cost and time. It all adds up.
And that helps define your walkaway point, doesn't it? That absolute minimum you'd accept.
Absolutely. It's not just a random low number. It should be strategic, considering inflation, your future needs. Knowing it gives you confidence.
So you know your worth, you have your walkaway point.
Yeah.
How do you actually do the negotiation? What about tone and timing?
Tone is critical. Keep it positive, polite, respectful. Start by reaffirming your enthusiasm for the role. Find common ground. A big mistake is trying to negotiate too early, like in a first screening call. Wait until they've decided they want you. That's when you have leverage.
And how do you actually phrase it? Is email okay?
Email can actually be really good. It lets you stick to your points, craft your message carefully. Just make sure it still sounds human, empathetic. You need to build your business case, use your achievements, show the value you bring. Some sources suggest a one-pager, a concise summary of your value prop.
Right, like concrete examples. So maybe opening with something like,
You could say something like, I'm really excited about this opportunity and the company's vision. My skills in X and Y seem like a great fit for the challenges you mentioned.
hmm,
However, looking at the overall compensation package, it's not quite aligned with my current situation or market benchmarks. I'd be looking for something closer to your target figure range.
clear, confident, but still collaborative.
Exactly. Now, a really crucial point about accepting.
Yes.
Always, always get the final offer in writing before you formally accept, and definitely before you resign from your current job.
Absolutely critical. Don't rely on a verbal promise.
The job market can be unpredictable. protect yourself.
And what if, after all this, you decide to turn the offer down? How do you do that without burning bridges?
Be prompt with your response. Don't leave them hanging. Give a polite, credible reason. You could say you've accepted another offer that's a slightly better fit, for example. No need to give lots of detail or name the other company. Always thank them for their time and consideration. Express gratitude. And, keep the door open professionally. You never know what the future holds.
Good advice. Stay professional and appreciative.
Ultimately, this whole process is about being prepared. Knowing your value gives you power. And remember, negotiation is normal. It's expected in many cases.
So as you listen to this, maybe think about your own situation. What's the real goal behind your job search? It's more than just the next role, isn't it? What does genuine progress, real satisfaction actually look like for you? It's about that deeper alignment with purpose, with people, with place, something to reflect on.